using and the lines that you have up top, okay? I know you guys are all familiar on how to put on harnesses, so we're gonna kind of forego that part of the training today. We're gonna talk about some of the components. This is a self-retracting lifeline. This is what you guys are gonna be wearing on the back of your harnesses. I think a lot of you guys are probably used to wearing 6-inch shock-absorbing lanyards or things like that. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit different. It's a little heavier, so it might take some time to get used to it, okay? How it's made is, the reason they call it a self-retracting lifeline is because if you need movement up there, this will allow you the movement that you need, okay? It'll also allow you to tie off from one drop-down cable to the next. And we'll go up and we'll take a look at that, okay? When you inspect this, inspecting it prior to every use, you know, you're gonna look for the same things as you do with your lanyards. You're gonna look for any kind of frays, nicks, abrasions, chemical damage, UV damage, anything of that sort. I want everybody to take a look at this red stitching right here. Okay, this one right here? Yeah,
Okay.
no, right here.
Okay.
Yep, this red stitching, I'd like to point that out right here. This is called an impact indicator, okay? So for some reason that this SRL gets impacted, this red stitching is gonna rip out. So if you see that, this needs to be taken out of service, okay? Something else to check for when you're doing your inspection is the double action snap hook. Okay, I want to make sure that the gate flows as freely too. I've seen in the past that if you get some dirt in these things or some dust or things like that, this can stick, okay? You know, just take it to, you know, an air hose and try to blow it out, or if you have to, you know, throw a little cleaning solution in there, okay? So those are the main things to check for when you're inspecting it. It is heavy, all right? It's gonna take some time to get used to it. If you guys want to pass it around, just kind of feel the weight of it. That thing's going to be hanging off your back. No problem?
I was
Okay.
expecting my first.
Yes,
So-
yeah. Especially when you're, you know, leaning down, getting bricks and stuff.
Everybody okay with that? Weight-wise and stuff? It's going to take some time to get used to, I'm not going to lie, okay? Because it's going to be bulky, it's going to be hanging off your back, all right? Before we go up, I want to just talk about what's up there. We have dual cables, they're about 30 feet, okay? The bypass on them, you can't bypass or traverse the whole length of the cable. So what we have is we have drop-down cables. We have 8 drop-down cables in each area, okay? So you can go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. The drop-down cables are on the cable itself, so there is some sliding movement there. So there is a lot of free range and a lot of movement up there that you can use. I'm not so concerned about you guys using that up there. This is what's going to take a lot to get used to, is just because it's so heavy and so bulky. Okay, when you're climbing around on things, you know, make sure that this isn't getting caught in the ropes, it's not getting caught, you know, in the cage up there or other cables or things like that. Okay, that's my biggest concern with today. I know, you know, any one of us could go up there with a double lanyard like I have on my harness and just go from the next to the next to the next. It's simple. But my biggest thing is getting used to working with this. It's going to take a little bit of time. So if we want to go up right now, we can go up and we can take a look at it. And you guys can take a look at it. And if you have any questions, I'll answer them the best that I can.